Sharp Game here. Passive aggressive women. I got an email from one of my loyal subscribers that bought one of my books. And in my book, I talked about passive aggressive women and how women can be very combative and very passive aggressive. And what I've seen over the years is a lot of women think being passive aggressive is the way. They think this is how women are supposed to behave and go about doing things around guys. And a lot of guys don't really say very much. They kind of let things slide because I think a lot of guys just want to smash, or a lot of guys are kind of, some guys maybe they sprung, some guys are butt kissers, some guys are being manipulated by their wives or girlfriends. And the only problem with that way of thinking is if you're a guy and if a woman doing a lot of things that's passive aggressive, you open yourself up for more disrespect. That's the only problem with that. And my loyal subscriber wanted me to give a few examples of a woman being passive aggressive because he thinks that a lot of guys aren't aware of what's going on, or they just think that it's cool, or it's something that's accepted by a lot of guys. So I can give examples about this all day long. So one way that a lot of women are passive aggressive, a lot of times you might have a conversation with your wife or your girlfriend, or maybe y'all live together or whatever. Y'all might have a conversation about something specifically, and y'all come to an agreement on what y'all gonna do or how it's gonna go and what y'all have planned. And as soon as you leave, she's gonna do something totally different behind your back. That, my friend, is an example of being passive aggressive. And then you have some women will sometimes you might be in a conversation. Yeah, I've seen this out in public a lot. Now, some people might say this is disrespectful, or rude and disrespectful. But I've seen this out in public a lot, where it's like the guy is talking to somebody. Could be a friend, or it could be somebody she knows, or vice versa. And every time he tries to talk, she's cutting him off. She, in most cases, she beats him to the punch. And sometimes, he has a hard time trying to get a word in. That's being passive aggressive. Some people will say that's just rude, because whenever you cut someone off during a conversation, or whenever you're being asked a question and the other person just jumps in, some people will say that's kind of rude. But it's being passive aggressive as well. Because if you ask a lot of these women, would they be upset if someone done the same thing to them, or if someone behave in the way that they do towards themselves, a lot of women would say, hell no, I wouldn't like that shit. But they do it to you because that's the level of respect they have for you. See, they don't give you the same respect that they give other people. They don't give you that same level of respect. So they'll treat you badly. They'll treat you in such a way that they wouldn't even tolerate from somebody else. That's the level of respect that they have for you. Think about that. Think about that for a second. You got women out here that are treating guys in such a way, and they would never put up with that shit from anybody else, but they do it to you. You know what I'm saying? That's very disrespectful. Think about that. That's the passive aggressive behavior that I'm talking about. You got women out here that would if you were to ask them, they would probably start laughing because they know what I'm saying is true. You know what I mean? And that's what happens out here. You got women that will do almost anything, suck up to you, to manipulate you, to get what they want. And once they get what they want, then they go back to misbehaving, I should say. And when they misbehave, that's the real person. That's their true character of who they really are. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times you gotta be careful. A lot of women will kiss your ass and do whatever it takes for you to do whatever she wants. But after she's done with you, she reverts back to treating you badly. That's being passive aggressive, bro. That's the disrespect she has for you if you're experiencing this. And there's millions upon millions upon millions of guys that are married, that are living with women, that are experiencing the same thing. You got some women out here, if a guy doesn't produce, or if a guy loses his job, if he gets sick, if he breaks his leg and loses his contract, if he doesn't excel fast enough in a certain area, or if he doesn't get promoted fast enough on his job, a lot of these women will start to mistreat the guy based on that, just on that in itself. That, my friend, is being passive aggressive. And at the end of the day, is disrespectful. Because these women that I've known for years, they told me to my face, they would not put up with that shit from anybody else. But they don't give you the same respect that they give these other guys or these other girls out here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about being passive aggressive. And I wrote about this in my book. And it's being passive aggressive is a form of disrespect. Because what you have to understand is most women out here, they have different relationships with every guy. And 9 times out of 10, she's not doing a lot of these passive aggressive behaviors towards these other fellas that she has on speed dial. But she's doing it to you because that's just how much disrespect she has for you. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com. Join my Players Club. And if you got questions, I got answers. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.